Television, sound, sounds, and pictures. They get
Hmm.
data from cable sticks, gigs, and or over-the-air signals. They turn this data into sounds and images. People watch news and shows on them. You probably call them TVs. John Baird made the first TV in 1925. It had only one color. It could make only 30 lines. This was doesn't work room for in the face. It didn't work
This
well.
was just
This was
enough
just enough room for a face,
room for
but
a face.
it did not work well. But it was a
It
start.
didn't work well,
But it was
but
a
it was
start.
a
Start.
start. Hmm.
The first TV station was set. Oh, the first TV show was set in 1928. It was in New York. Few people had TVs. The broadcasts were not meant to be watched. They
Hmm.
showed a Felix the Cat doll for 2 hours a day. The doll spun around on a record player. They were experimenting. It took many years to get it right. By the end of the 1930s, TVs were working well. America's got its first taste at the 1939 World's Fair. This is one of the biggest events ever. There were 200 small black and white TVs set up around the fair. The US president gave a speech over the TVs. The TVs were only 5 inches big, but the people loved it. They went to TVs when war was guns
Was
and
going
bombs.
on.
When the war was over, TV spread across the country.
Hmm.
By
In
1948, there were
hmm,
4 big TV networks in America. They aired these shows from 8 to 11 each night. Local shows were aired at each other times. Most people believed nothing was shown at all. TVs was not already on like it's now. Color
hmm.
TVs came
Color
out in
TVs.
1953. They cost too much money for most. Also shows were in black and white. By 1965, color TVs were cheaper. TV stations started
Airing shows.
airing shows in colors.
People had to.
People had to switch if they wanted to see the shows.
Hmm.
Now most TVs are in high definition. This means that they have the many lens in them. This makes the image clear. TVs have come a long way since Barrett's 30-line set. High definition TVs have 180 lines, 1080 lines. They are set they are the state of the art sets called 4K TVs. These TVs have 4,840 lines. Some people watched in this 3Ds in a 360-degree angle. I wonder what this will come up with next. Smell vision, everyone, with these new TVs and brands. Test. When did this
Third
colored
one.
TVs come out?
Hmm.
The color TVs come out in 1949. In 1953, they come out the color TVs.
Okay. Next.
When it was not true about the first TV, it could show only one color, has funny lines, it did not work well, it doesn't have sound. It does have sound is not the not true answer. Dos. Los 41. Nivel.
What is the answer?
It doesn't have sound, it's not true.
It doesn't have sound. It's not true.
When did network starting
Correct.
showing
Next.
programs in order? They showed start showing in 1965.
Correct. Next.
Why did the first TV station only show Flexi the Cat for 2 hours a day? Because they
Hmm.
were running the test and the Flexi Cat a big radio star. Flexi the Cat was very popular, or that was the only show they had. They're running the test for 2 hours a day. They're testing.
Correct. Nice.
Which of these events slowed the spread of TV? It was the World's Fair of 1949, the Civil War, the World War II, or the election of the U.S. president. They slowed the spread by the election of the U.S. president.
No. It is because of the
Oh,
Second World War.
the Second World War too.
Hmm.
This spread slowed the spread of the TVs.
Next.
What is the author's main purpose in writing this? He is trying to explain how a TV works. He is describing the history of the TV. He is telling the readers how TVs became popular. He is trying to get people to watch more TV. He is trying to readers how TVs became popular. To
Seventh, come on.
why did many families switch to color TVs in 1965?
Hmm?
Color TVs cost a lot of money. Came out in 1965. Ray shows were only shown in color. World War II ended and troops returned home.
R is seventh answer,
Because
seventh one.
which switch to color TVs in 1969. World War II ended and troops returned home.
So answer is
D.
B.
Please to answer. Many shows were only in color as families switched to
Hmm.
color TVs in 1965.
Yes.
Why does Verd 1939 is an important year for TVs? Because many Americans were introduced to TVs. The first TV station began broadcasting. The first color TV was released. John Bird created the first TV.
Answer?
It was the first TV station began broadcasting.
Hmm.
How many lines does a 4K TV have? That has 3,840 lines.
No, no. This is correct. 3000. No.
Yes.
Yes, that is correct. I'm asking the answer for the eighth question.
There were, it was John. The first color TV was released. Many Americans were introduced to TV in 1949.
Correct. Last, I mean, 10th question.
What happened first? It started in. They started the 1939 World Fair.
Hmm?
The 1939 World Fair. What?
Yes, this was the first thing that happened. Correct. Ready?
Look, that's the sound of safety. That's when the sound of
Hmm.
survival. That's the sound of the seatbelt locked in place. Seatbelts have saved lives, and that's a fact. That's why I don't drive anywhere until mine is on tight. Choosing to wear your seatbelt is very simple as choosing between life and death. Which one do you choose? Think about something. When you drive your car, you might be going 60 miles per hour or faster. That car is zipping down the road. Then somebody ahead you locks up his or her brakes. Your driver doesn't have time to stop. The color is that you are in crisis. Your car is going 60 miles per hour. Now it has suddenly stopped. Your body, however, it is still going 60 miles. What do you have stopped your body? Will it be the windshield or the seatbelt? Anytime I get your car, you make that choice. I choose the seatbelt. Somebody thinks that seatbelts are uncool. They think that seatbelts crib into the style or the seatbelts feel uncomfortable. To them I say, what's more comfortable? Wearing a seatbelt or flying through a car windshield? What's more uncool? Being safe and curved to a car or skiing across the road in your jean shorts? Wearing a seatbelt is both cooler and more comfortable in this alternatives. Let's just take a closer look at your choice. If you're not wearing your seatbelt, you can hop around the car's plus and slide in and out your seat. You see, that sounds like a lot of fun. But you
Hmm.
are
But.
also but you're also more likely to die or suffering serious injuries if you're wearing a seatbelt. You have to stay in your seat. That's no much fun, but you are much more likely to walk away unharmed from a car accident. A small pleasure for a serious pain. That's a tough choice. I think that's I will avoid the serious pain. Next one.
Hmm. Next.
How about giving money away? Do you think that giving money is away? Probably not. And when you don't wear your seatbelt, you are begging to give death some money away. That's because kids are required to wear your seatbelts in every state in America. If you're riding a car and you don't have a seatbelt on, the police can give you a ticket or drive a ticket. Then we have to give your money to the city. I'd rather keep your money, but you could spend hours if you want. And your seatbelt does not make you invisible. You could still get hurt or killed while wearing the seatbelt. But when wearing them has proven to be safer than driving without them, you are most likely to have been killed to a car. Nicholas, if you're wearing a seatbelt, you are most likely to get seriously injured if you're wearing one. So why not taking the safer way? Why are you not going to the ways that have been provided to result in a few deaths? You don't want to live them anyway.
So, do we want to live?
Yes. What title describes the main idea of the text? The car accidents, weight that can prevent them, slow down, save by lives during slower, seatbelts wearing them to survive any wreck. Why not improve lots of seatbelts? This is car accidents, or the seatbelts is the right answer.
Hmm?
Seatbelts is wearing them to survive any wreck.
Seat belts where they survive any wreck. Okay, correct. Next.
Which best describes this? Describes this text structure in the fourth paragraph. Just comparing just sequential order or the first and to entertain readers with stories and jokes about seatbelts.
Answer is
C
A, B, C, or D.
D.
No.
It's C only.
Read the question again.
Which best describes the author's main purpose in writing this
Hmm.
task? To inform readers about seatbelts laws, to persuade readers to wear seatbelts, thus to ensure
Hmm.
to include stories and seatbelts. His lines about seatbelts. To entertain readers with stories and jokes about seatbelts.
To persuade reader to wear seat belts.
Seatbelts.
To persuade reader. The main purpose of writing this text is to persuade
To
readers to wear
persuade readers
seat.
to a seat.
Ares.
To persuade is about seatbelts.
Yes. Next.
Good.
Third.
Which best describes the text structures in the fourth paragraph?
Hmm.
Which sentence does bestly describes these statements?
The fourth paragraph. This is the fourth paragraph.
Let's see. They'll be at die or suffer service injuries.
And if you are wearing a seat belt, you may have to stay in your
To may stay
seat.
in your seats again.
If you wear seat belt, you will be unharmed. So what is this? Compare and contrast. Chronological order of something.
Let's
Other
compare and
choices.
contrast.
Correct. Next, fourth one.
Which best describes the word alternatives used from the paragraph? Alternative is driving fast. Alternative other choices.
Other choices. Next.
Which best expresses the main idea of the fifth paragraph? Seatbelts are a waste of money. People don't like to give money away. Not wearing your seatbelt may cost you. Seatbelts long survive lives. People, because not wearing a seatbelt might cost you.
Correct.
Which
Next.
bestest finds the words invisible used in the last paragraph?
Invincible.
This difficult and impossible to see.
No.
Invisible is unable to be harmed.
Yes, invincible is somebody or something that cannot be harmed at all.
Unable to it.
Oh, oh, mom has shared a book.
Mama,
Yay.
look. See, Mama, I shared a book. Mockingbird. Kill a Mockingbird for next week. Yes.
Okay, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Next week. Which
Yes, we'll start
statements
with
would
this.
the authors most likely agree with? Being safe is more important possible than being cool. Moving freely around a car is the worth the risks. Seatbelts will keep you safe in a car accident. Or you should be most concerned with your comfort.
Hmm.
This one is seatbelts will keep you safe in this avoiding car accidents.
Correct. Next.
Which argument is not made by the authors is that should be keeping you safe. Seatbelts keeps you from flying into the windshield to protect us. Penalties not wearing for seatbelts should increase.
Yes, B is the answer, right?
Yep.
Ninth and 10th. Come on.
Which statement will the author most likely to agree with? You shouldn't drive anywhere where looking at wearing a seatbelt. Versus disagree statement is C.
Ninth is
C.
no,
Seatbelts injured by car wreck is D.
it's
Disagreed.
D. Correct. 10th.
Disagreement. Which best explains why the author starts to essay with the word click. Click is turned to remember how seatbelts when collapsed. It's locked. In place. C is the right answer.
C is not the right answer.
Nope. He is trying to describe what it looks like to ride in the car.
Read all the four options, you'll get the answer.
He trying to scare readers to get the reader's attention, remind readers how to see and sound when collapsed. Describe what it looks like to ride in the car. Du- 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 dun,
They're talking about
dun,
this click. Click.
dun.
That's the sound of safety. So why the author has written click at the beginning of the hmm?
La 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 la. Dun, dun, dun.
Come on, fast.
What does this guy say about?
They are trying to get the
Answer
attention of the
of
readers.
the readers.
Okay.
What do new readers test?
Do you have this novel with you?
In next week.
Yeah, we will do it next week. But did the school start with this novel?
Yes.
Yes. What is about the what is
Before we begin this journey, let me ask you
what is in the novel? And what is it all about?
Kill a mockingbird by avoiding it, or use a knife or something.
Hmm?
Using dangerous weapons and things to kill a mockingbird or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
to close your eyes for a moment. Picture a small town, the kind where everyone knows everyone else, where the seasons are slow and heavy, and where whispers travel faster than the wind. This is Macomb, Alabama, a place tucked into the folds of the American South in the 1930s. Macomb isn't just a town, it is a character of its own, quiet, weathered, and stubborn, caught between the traditions of the past and the uncertain stirrings of change. The streets are red with dust, the houses lean with age, and the people, well, they carry stories older than the bricks of the courthouse that
Again,
stands in the
Great
square.
Depression.
It was in this town that a girl named Scout Finch grew up, alongside her brother Jem and their widowed father Atticus. Scout is the one who tells us this story.
So
Through her
Scout
young,
is the
curious
one who's
eyes,
telling the
we
What
story
is
get to
all
that
remain
time
makes
still
Scout the narrator.
face? Not even nice.
Yes or
Yeah.
no?
Yes.
Right? So Scout Finch, she's a young girl who narrates the story, right? For his honesty and strong sense of justice.
Jen
Jem is Scout's older
is
brother,
Scout's older brother. It's
and
almost
then there
finished.
is
Yeah.
somebody who's
That's
known as Tom Robinson in
Tom
the
Robertson in his
story.
story.
He's a man
Yeah,
who was wrongly
no
accused of a
someone
crime.
accused of a crime.
wrongly accused, okay?
Wrongly accused.
And then it's Boo Radley.
It's
He's a
born.
mysterious
Who's a
neighbor
mysterious
who
neighbor
rarely leaves his
where they
house.
lives his house. So it's almost kind of time.
Yes, I know it's almost time. So we're going to start with this in the next session,
Bye
okay?
bye.
Bye bye. Take care.